Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This week I'm showing you how I do this no makeup look, glowy, even skin. You just think I'm so naturally beautiful, huh? It's a lie. So let me show you how I do it. I was really inspired by Leah Holton's video, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do and create just a really fresh, even skin tone, enhancing and just adjusting a few bits, but without looking like I'm wearing any makeup whatsoever. This is always like my go-to, especially if I need to run some errands or I'm just popping out but I don't want to go out looking like a complete and utter rat. This is what I do. To start out the no makeup vibe, I always like to go and do my normal skincare routine, whatever you normally do, if that's washing your face, all of that. Go and do that business and then come back. I've done all my normal skincare that I would do prior to starting any of my makeup, and then the first thing I go in with is the Dalba First Spray Serum, the beautiful base for that like no makeup look. Can you see the glow that it creates on your skin? It's just a lovely lightweight serum. It's full of antioxidants, it's vegan, it's cruelty free. Really feels nourishing because it helps melt my makeup in. It's that glass skin look that everyone is searching for in a bottle. For the base of the makeup, I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of Halo Glow foundation because I don't want too much coverage, but I do just want to add a little bit of extra evenness to my skin. It just adds a bit of color back into my face. I blend this with my fingers because then it kind of mixes in with the skincare I've already got on and kind of meshes as one layer. So for me, a crucial thing is spot concealing rather than concealing everywhere. So I'm gonna go in with a concealer that's my skin tone, and I'm just gonna go over with little dots of anywhere that I want that extra bit of coverage. Pick and choose the marks you cover, because then if they see a mark, they're gonna assume that's your only one, not the ones that you've covered. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna blend this out, really trying to keep where I place that concealer, but I'm also using a bigger brush so that it disperses evenly and doesn't look, what's the word that I'm looking for? It doesn't look heavy and like I have sections of concealer on my face. I like to leave the little bit of redness, I don't know if you can see the little bit of redness under my eye. I like to leave that because I find that gives the effect that you haven't got concealer on. But as you can see, we've just covered the bag and kind of evened it out, but without hiding anything. You can still see my skin. Now I feel like my skin is much more even. I focus a lot of my glow on my products and the skincare I'm using. When you mattify your makeup, that's when it starts to look like makeup. And I'm gonna leave all the products linked down below, but I'm taking this Max Factor infused cream blush. It's in Radiant Rose. I'm just gonna squirt a little bit of this on my hand. I'm gonna pre-blend it because we haven't got concealer and foundation to then go over paint with this, so you want to be careful, be tedious, but also just, you know, do what you want. I'm gonna apply some of this on the high points of my cheekbones. I like to see where my cheekbones stick out. Mine tend to stick out just below my eye, so that's kind of where I'm placing my blush, and I'm gonna blend that into my eyelids. And because we didn't conceal our eyelids, you can see we don't even need to add eyeshadow for it to like blend in. I'm just gonna tap over that with my fingers just to make sure that it's 100% blended. Add a bit on the end of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, just to bring back a bit of life to the face. Bronzer and contour are obviously optional. I am gonna do a little bit of contour just in the areas that I want to, purely because I feel a little bit pale today. This isn't a necessary step. If I've got fake tan on my face or something, I won't normally put bronzer on. I find this will just cohere it all together when I'm a bit more fair. I'm gonna go back in with my Dalba First Serum Spray, and I'm gonna just lock this all in. You can actually use this between your makeup, before, after, whenever you want to. So it's really nice for looks like these where you just kind of want to mesh everything together but not, you know, mattify setting it in like with a setting spray. and it just also reinforces that glow that we had initially. If you've got brows already, don't do them. If you are comfortable with your brows, don't do them, because I feel like this is where you can tend to look like you have makeup on. But I'm a brow babe, I'm gonna have to. So I'm going to put on, I'm just gonna go through and kind of carve and shape my brows just a little bit with a brow pencil so that I don't feel ugly. Just to fill in the sparse areas. But I need to make sure that I'm not going crazy and creating a new shape, because then you're gonna see that I've got brow pencil on. Unfortunately, I'm not adding the ends of my brows on today for that exact reason. And then I like to brush them up, and then I can see underneath where I need to fill into. They're not even, but they're not supposed to look even because I don't want people to know that I've filled them in. But one thing I will do is add some brow gel, just to lay and stick those down on my face. One thing I love to do when I've got like a no makeup is tightline my upper lash line, because I don't add mascara to a no makeup look. I find that again is a really obvious sign of makeup. So I'm going to use an eyeshadow just because I think it's a bit softer, and then it also won't transfer as heavily underneath my eyes. Can you see the difference that just tightlining my lash line has made? It makes them look so much thicker. I'm going to do the same. Do this eye. And then I'm also just going to use whatever's left on my thing, just to honestly create the tiniest little, you know, when I've got my eyes open, it just lifts. I'm gonna take my eyelash curler for a no makeup look. This is a lot of steps but it's so worth it. That's one set of lashes curled. This next step is completely optional, but for me, I'm gonna just use a pore, like a really light pore powder, and I'm just gonna set under my eyes, T-zone. The reason why I'm using this powder is it's completely clear. As you can see, it's not changed anything about the color, it's just mattified, which I would use if you are going to use powder, or you need to use powder because you're a bit oily. This is definitely the route to go. A pore filter primer. This one is from the Beauty Crop. Now, I personally love to do a little bit of lip liner or just a little something. Like, I'm not really a gloss babe per se, so I tend to go with lip liner for the color, but I have fairly see-through transparent lips, and I find that it just looks a bit empty down here. So I'm gonna use the Max Factor Mauve Moment lip liner, which is my lip color but better, just to define my top lip mostly a bit more. Give it a little blend with my fingers. As you can see, like, this isn't done anything crazy, but it's just defined my lips and given them a bit of color. Perfect. This is where you can obviously add a lip gloss, or I'm gonna use just a little bit of lip balm, just because my lips do feel a bit chapped, but I don't want them to be glossy per se. I just want them to be moisturized. So I'm just putting a little bit of that on so that they aren't dry. Slay. The last step to my like no makeup is one more spray of the Dalba First Serum setting spray, and that is how I create my no makeup look. I think it's so natural, like even up close you wouldn't know I have makeup on, but I feel like you can clearly see a difference from when I started this video to now. I'd love to thank Dalba for sponsoring this video. I'm definitely bringing this to America with me because you can also spray it on your body. If you're looking for a new skincare product to try out and you love a glowy skin, you definitely go give this a try. I'll leave this linked in the description box. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. Make sure to go and watch my last videos and catch yourself up. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next week for another video. And yeah, deuces.